Hi, roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the psychic ward, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something you can connect to, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called Ending Cycles, and I'm going to get right into this energy. You're called a truth seeker because they feed you nothing but lies. This is the reason why you have to seek after the truth, because they don't just come right out and say it. So what's going on with this energy? Charitable. I feel like you are very charitable when it comes to being honest. You can say a lie, speak your mind, and you're very generous when it comes to your opinion, sharing your opinion. You have imaginative. You could have a very easy sense of imagination. Like you could think like a child, have that ability to just think all over the place. Like you don't have a real strict, restrictive mindset, like a frame of mind, strict frame of mind. This is very envious. People is very highly sought after, highly valuable. So, you know how kids may feel unsafe sometimes because they're surrounded by predators? That's what I feel like you may pick up on that energy. Like as soon as you let go and relax, you're going to notice people just kind of popping up out of nowhere. These are predators. They might sense that there's something sweet about you, and so they want to get in your way and your attention. This energy has been coming up quite a bit, so just let that go. Let that go. Fight back. Do whatever you got to do. Okay, you have plotting here. Is somebody dragging their feet? I feel like this person is kind of like dragging their feet through the cemetery, almost like a zombie. I don't know if you're into zombie movies, but that movie, The Living Dead, is it The Living Dead? It's like one of those original movies. If you're really into zombies, you definitely probably know what I'm talking about. Where's that one black guy that got shot in a truck? I don't know if I'm giving too much away, if that's a spoiler alert or not, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Like someone dragging his feet through the cemetery. Somebody dressed in a suit. Maybe it threw you off that this person is sick, because maybe you thought that people who dress a certain way are supposed to behave a certain way. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's some zombies around you. The energy and the spirit of just clinging to other people's energy and not really having a mind of their own. So that's the vibe I'm getting. Like you do have to go out of your way to find the truth, because you're surrounded by liars. They lie about everything. They lie about being in need. They lie about being sick. Just everything about their personality is a lie. Like if you snap your fingers, they could turn into completely different people. Like even these people are lying about being in wheelchairs. They can walk. So you have 3 of Candles. There's something you need to prepare for when it comes to this charity. Like when you give your time to people who don't really need it and they're just trying to waste your time and distract you from your own thoughts. It's something you choose to do. You choose to give back, and maybe you are aware of the fact that these people don't really need your help. I feel like maybe get back to the drawing board, because at the end of the day, being bored doesn't mean wasting time and money. You could just go to a spa. You could just, do other things that still give back to yourself. It seems like I'm kind of promoting this selfishness, but I feel like I am, because I feel like someone's definitely trying to take advantage of you when it comes to the truth seeking. Like they might want you to lose something that's very valuable and precious, especially when it comes to your imagination, because they feel like they don't have an imagination. Everything's real. So when you let go and just think, they feel like you've let go of something. Like now they can infringe on your rights in some way. You have Queen of Grains. Wow, that was just weird the way I did that. Like, I don't know. So it's like this person doesn't really have control of their center, and they're being controlled by something else, by the energy, it could be your imagination. So keep that in mind. If you have a wild imagination, somewhere those thoughts are controlling somebody, just like somebody in a control room with a Game Boy. So just keep that in mind. It's good to be able to imagine, but know that somewhere, somehow, it's all real. You are really controlling the universe in some way. Just like when you hear somebody singing to themselves and you're like, oh, that's a sweet sound. It's like, well, that person doesn't realize that they have a fan. So if you are someone who either are a fan of someone or you're cultivating fans without realizing it, just, focus on your art. Just like Christ is surrounded by these kids, it is about the kids, but Jesus is focused on a cross. And it wasn't a fun thought. I don't know if someone's dealing with that. Like when you're around kids, are you always still depressed because you're thinking about depressing things that has nothing to do with these kids, but they like your energy for some reason because they like to see you suffer. And that's the truth. People like you because you're suffering. Kids like you because you're suffering. Adults like you because you're suffering. And that suffering could become coming from your religion or a responsibility that you have to do and later in life. Could be the fear of death. I don't know who is dealing with this. I feel like it's something to do like spare yourself from this curse, because there's only one savior. And if you choose not to do something for somebody, okay, I'm getting a lot of energy right now. Like, if you walk away from the situation, it's going to come up somewhere else. So I'm not even going to finish that thought because I feel like this is your responsibility. Like, if Christ chose not to die, they would have killed him anyway, because it's already his calling is in his DNA. You have to start. Yeah, like you're a celebrity here regardless. If you quit your job, you're still going to walk the streets a celebrity. They're never going to let you go. Whether I'm talking to a celebrity or someone who within is a celebrity. Like there's some people who, of course, are seen in magazines and television. But nowadays, with the way our social media is working, anybody can be recognized for anything. So, and you don't even have to have a social media. It could just be your energy that people are stalking you and watching you, and that makes you a celebrity. They celebrate you. They get happy when you're around, and they love that happiness. They love that feeling of happiness. Just watching you suffer brings them joy, and they don't realize it is what it is. But I feel like even if they knew, it would not change a thing, because these are humans. And you know how it was back in the Roman days when they had people fighting lions and bears for entertainment. So we really haven't changed that much besides the laws, but within people's hearts are still pretty much the same. And I'm trying not to bring that to the light, because it's just like contagious germs being hidden in the ice caps, and the ice caps are melting, and now these germs are being re-exposed. That's what I feel like. People are going to be so thirsty for blood that they're like, well, let's bring back the gladiators or something like that, the Hunger Games. I don't know where this energy is going, but there's also like a vibe not to take things personally. When you look for the truth, be able to handle it. We have Two of Water here. Like, be able to handle that. Yeah, I feel like to some extent, like, people really just don't mean things the way you could be taking it. Like, things could be a lot more innocent. There's a relationship here where I feel like the guy or the girl, whoever it is that you're in a relationship with, is also a celebrity. And they may also feel like, the sun and the star are both stars. They may also feel like things are that, like, they may be interpreting things in a different way, because I always look at the stars like burning energy, very angry energy. Even though people love the light and the resource of the sun, they love to watch the stars, it's still, I feel like it's like an angry energy that doesn't really want to be followed or watched or harassed or stalked. So I'm just getting this from this partnership. Like, there's something about this partner that also doesn't want to be bothered by the world. So just keep that in mind, that if you guys meet in a traumatic place, like we fell in love in a broken place. I'm not sure how the lyrics go with Rihanna and Chris Brown. If that's something you're resonating with, like, remember how that turned out. And it could be something toxic about that energy. Like, this, you both probably need to step back from this energy just a little bit if people are harassing you, and rather than find someone else who's being harassed and hide in the darkness with them, because you both are stars. And unless you guys are ready to get married, then it's going to be a lot of energy in that room together. It could be very passionate. It could be a good thing. But for some reason, I'm just feeling like you guys need some space, or you guys need to be more comfortable with the energy that you are receiving before you try to hide from it together, because it's only going to make things worse. Now they see a couple. Now you guys are inseparable in their eyes, and whenever they see you, they're going to want to see the other person and want to imagine all sorts of things you guys are doing together behind closed doors. And it does get like that. You don't get any privacy. Privacy is an illusion nowadays. That's what I'm feeling. 11:11, just missed that on the clock, or you could be seeing 11:11. I feel like you two are very beautiful, especially together. It just kind of turned into a love reading. But that could be the truth that you're seeking. Maybe the truth you're seeking is your love. And for you to realize that your love is identical to you in spirit may be shocking, maybe horrifying or terrifying. You're unhappy and miserable too. Like, maybe you're trying to find someone who's doing better, but that person who's doing better is only looking at someone who's doing better too. And if you're looking for someone in a toxic state of mind, you're only going to find someone else in a toxic state of mind. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this category. This reading got kind of deep, so let me know if you're resonating. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.